Hey guys, so you ready for it? Today is September 18, 2023, 6:13 a.m. Central Time. This story drives me crazy. The day the Senate and the House start session each day without a prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance will be the day that Are You Ready For It gets driven up the wall. All these changes in our tradition drive me nuts. I am so for tradition. In every aspect, not just Congress. For example, in the United States Marine Corps, which really pissed me off, they ended up changing their facial hair rule and also what they could wear on their head, turban specifically. Even though it still has the seal on it, it doesn't matter. They recently changed that so you could have longer facial hair, which makes the case, can every male have longer facial hair now? That's probably not going to be the case. Beside the point, they recently changed their shit because of two Sikhs that went through boot that bitched that they could not have their fucking beards in boot and want to have it, throughout their wonderful career. They took it to the Supreme Court. And of course, Supreme Court said yes, because it's constitutional right for religious beliefs. However, I will say this. It's just like the House. They changed the rules for Omar so she could wear her turban. Anyone who is going into these situations, whether you are in Congress or in the military, you know going in what the dress code is, what is expected of you, and everything else. And if you cannot handle that and you cannot conform to the certain situation, you can still be yourself, but you cannot conform to a dress code, okay? A simple dress code. Don't go into the fucking career or the military or anything else. Keep your ass out of our fucking government. It drives me nuts. The Senate, as of yesterday, Chuck Schumer and the Democrats decided they're going to relax the dress code in the Senate. Why? They didn't say. But there's only one reason why, because there's only one senator that seems to have a goddamn problem, and that's Lurch Senator Fetterman, whose pathetic ass cannot seem to put a suit on every day to go to fucking work. This dumbass, no shit, this dumbass stands in the cloakroom or the side room or side door of the Senate and votes with his hand. He cannot put a suit on to walk onto the fucking Senate floor to vote. No, he shoves his fucking arm into the Senate to vote. That is pathetic. I don't give a shit if this guy has had a stroke? I don't give a shit if this guy has mental health issues and his fifis are hurt and it makes him feel better that he's wearing his gym shorts and his fucking hoodie and all this bullshit. Then get the fuck out of Capitol Hill and out of Washington, D.C. if you are having such a mental goddamn breakdown, because you are causing the absolute destruction of this government and in this country looking like a bunch of slobs. I swear, I cannot believe they did this. Of both chambers, I would expect the House to pull this before the Senate would. Are you kidding me? Jim Jordan walks into the House floor wearing a tie, if you notice, and a jacket. When you notice, he walks out, and when you see him in interviews, in his office, sometimes in committees, he doesn't necessarily wear a jacket. He doesn't like wearing a jacket, so he doesn't wear a jacket. He does keep his tie on for the most part, but he doesn't like wearing a jacket. When does he put it on? When he goes to the House floor. This motherfucker, Fetterman, can walk around Capitol Hill in his fucking PJs all day long, but when you go to the Senate floor, you wear a goddamn suit, you pathetic piece of shit. I'm sick of you. It's just like James said. Politicians are elected and toilets are installed. And this guy is the biggest toilet that is seriously swirling the fucking Senate down the drain by this dress code rule. It's just like, and I consider the Senate to be so precious. They have so much power too. Way too much power. They have way too much power. They have so much power and are so respected and so dignified regardless of the party you're in. They don't act like children in sandboxes unless they're on X. They actually will speak in full sentences. They will not curse. They don't do things that representatives do. And representatives shouldn't do it either, but they do. They act like they're in a sandbox. I can't believe this happened. I really, really can't. It just pisses me off. Does it piss any of you guys off? I mean, seriously, it's just like when they allowed Zelensky to come panhandle in the United States Congress in the House of Representatives, one of the most famous body besides the Parliament that is so supposedly respected around the world, okay? The House of Representatives. His ass walked in cargo pants and a hoodie. Well, why don't you just introduce them to Fetterman? Because they'll just be great fucking boys, won't they? Just, I can't stand changing fucking tradition. It's so obnoxious. I hate Fetterman to begin with. Fetterman obviously never, ever should have been in this position. His health alone should have prevented him from being in this position. The governor, where is he from? Pennsylvania? Should have recalled his ass when he went into hiding for 6 weeks for depression. For anyone who has mental health issues, I get it. I have absolutely no stigma towards you whatsoever. But if you cannot do your job, and you are in the Senate of the United States of America voting on things that affect the entire United States of America, cabinet members, department heads, and you can't show up for work because you have depression issues, then get the fuck out of the Senate. He should have been recalled, and there should have been a special election for Fetterman's dumb ass. End of story. Had anyone on the GOP side, which actually they had a really good candidate, I don't even remember his name, I think it started with an M, that I think should have been the nominee in that state, that was a business dude. Instead, they nominate who? Oz to go against him, and Oz had so much controversy against him because he wasn't even a resident half the time, and just so many different things, and ties to Trump, and blah, 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 and he had all these little controversies around him, and that's why the GOP lost to a fucking half-witted, half-functioning, fucking Addams Family member. That's exactly how we lost. I can't believe this tattooed motherfucker is walking around the Senate and walking around Capitol Hill in gym shorts and a goddamn hoodie and fucking gym shoes because his ass is depressed and can't fucking wear a suit. And he doesn't like how he looks in a suit? Tough shit. Get the fuck out of Capitol Hill. This is Are You Ready For It? Take care, guys. Have a great day. I feel a lot better.